So let's start this list off with a modern masterpiece from Tom Ford. Released in 2015, I'm talking about Noir Extreme. A beautiful, complex, masculine fragrance. This has solid longevity, good projection, and is perfect for the fall. Top notes are cardamom, nutmeg, saffron, mandarin orange, neroli. In the middle, we've got kulfi, rose, mastic, orange blossom, and jasmine. At the base, vanilla, amber, sandalwood. Delicious. This is a gourmand fragrance that isn't over the top, and I think any guy can pull off. That being said, I know why a lot of guys don't own this. It's simply expensive, but get your nose on it. See if it's worth it to you. And they did come out with a brand new version, the Parfum, that is actually very similar. Not too much of a difference. If you already own this, I wouldn't go out and grab it. But if you do find that Parfum, you can get a sale, you can get a deal on it, definitely pick it up. Now, I almost put Tom Ford's Oud Wood on this list. This is an amazing fragrance, great one if you haven't gotten your nose on it, but it came out in 2007, 15 years ago. I wanted to keep a lot of the fragrances on this list a bit fresher, ones that have come out in the last couple years. That being said, I am going to bring in some older fragrances, especially ones that help you save some money. Oud Wood, absolutely beautiful, but relatively expensive. Oud Noir right here by Versace. You get a very similar smell. You get to smell the oud, a good job, but doesn't last as long. That being said, it's a fraction of the price. All that being said, the fragrance I want to highlight next is Versace EROS EDP. Released in 2020, this is a refined version of the EDT. It's got great longevity, solid projection, and the ladies love it. Top notes are going to be mint, candy apple, lemon, mandarin orange. In the middle, we've got ambroxan, clary sage, and geranium. At the base, we've got vanilla, sandalwood, cedar, patchouli, leather, and bitter orange. Now, if you already have the eau de toilette, don't grab the eau de parfum. Unless you really like a nice candy apple opening with that bit of mint, but the vanilla really is going to make this redundant, and that's what this is, a vanilla bomb. But again, it is sweet. It is going to draw in the female crowd. Now, I know some of you guys are saying, come on, Antonio, I don't wear the fragrances for the ladies. I wear them for myself. I like to smell good, and I've got an unlimited budget. If that's you, then check out Tabarome Millésime by Creed. Top notes are tangerine and bergamot, middle notes ginger, base note tobacco, sandalwood, ambergris, leather, and patchouli. Now for me, the citrus in the opening has gone pretty quick on this, but that tobacco, the sweetness, the spice sticks around, and it's oh so gentle. A beautiful fragrance that, yeah, is masculine, strong, and perfect for the fall. That being said, Tabarome Millésime's been out for over 20 years. Let's talk about something that just came out from Creed, Viking Cologne. So I really like this one. It's going to smell like an old school barbershop. The top notes here are mandarin orange, lemon, pink pepper, and bergamot. In the middle, we've got lavender, geranium, rosemary, sage, and nutmeg. At the base, vetiver, sandalwood, cedar, olibanum, and patchouli. Now you may be asking, what's the difference between Viking and Viking Cologne? If you haven't smelled it either, definitely get your nose on them. Viking is going to be stronger. Viking Cologne, lighter, more citrus, maybe a bit stronger with the vetiver. This one right here, I just find actually the ladies like it a bit more, and it's just easier to wear than the Viking. That being said, Creed fragrances in general are relatively light, so make sure that you've got a fat wallet and you don't mind lighter fragrances. But what if you're the complete opposite? You don't have a fat wallet and you want strong fragrances that stick around. You need to check out the house of Paco Rabanne. So first up, let's talk about Invictus Victory. Released in 2021, this is going to be a more polarizing fragrance. In general, I find Paco Rabannes are going to smell more synthetic, but if that doesn't bother you, if you're younger, you want something that really projects and is in a great budget you can find on sale, definitely check out Victory. Top notes are pink pepper, lemon, middle notes, lavender, olibanum. At the base, we've got vanilla, tonka bean, and amber. Now this fragrance has great longevity and good projection, but you've got to like vanilla and you got to like a bit of spice. This is going to make your nose itch, but if that's your thing, and again, what I like about this is you can find this at box stores all over the place. You can try it and see if it's yours. Next up on this list, we've got 1 Million by Paco Rabanne, the Parfum. Now you need to understand there's tons of options out there. There's the original, there's the Privee, there's Lucky, there's the new Elixir. This one is a bit different. If you want something a bit lighter, still has sweetness to it, but to me, it's the florals at the top. Now the notes are tuberose, ambergris, salt, solar, leather, mannoia oil, cashmeron, labdanum, and pine. Now in my experience, it's a linear fragrance with good projection, good longevity, but again, it's going to be those florals, the cleanliness at the top of this one with the sweetness that makes it unique and, in my opinion, perfect for a warm fall day. Now, gents, if you've ever oversprayed a fragrance, I'm talking you put too much on, you're choking people out, you're setting off fire alarms, do me a favor and smash the like button. Seriously, guys, when you engage with these videos, you smash that like button, you let the YouTube algorithm know, hey, this video is worth watching and I know to create more like it. All right, so moving on from Paco Rabanne, and some of you guys are like, hey, I don't want a whole lot of sweetness. I want something that's more refined, something that is higher end, something that is well blended. Yeah, nothing that smells synthetic. I want just an amazing fragrance at a decent price. Where can I find something like that? Go to the house of Givenchy. Tons of options there, but let's talk about one of their more recent releases, and that is going to be Reserve Privee. Now, this is a 2022 release, part of the Gentleman line. This is an eau de parfum and is a beautifully blended fragrance, definitely for the gentleman, the more refined guy. You want something that's going to work in the fall, in the winter, and even in the spring. This is a go-to. Could easily be your signature scent. Now, the top note is going to be bergamot, middle note, iris, and chestnut. The base, whiskey, wood, and amber. Now, don't let the simplicity of those notes fool you. This thing is a modern masterpiece, really a beautifully blended fragrance. And a lot of people compare it to maybe Dior Homme. I'd say, yeah, I can see with the iris note, it definitely has that little bit of that lipstick smell, but the chestnut, the wood in here is definitely noticeable and stronger. This is its own unique fragrance, what you would expect from a house that's well established like Givenchy. Yes, absolutely beautiful, refined, high class. If you want to wear something with a suit in the fall, this could be it. Next up on this list, I've got two fragrances from well-established houses that are a little bit dirty. Let me explain. So first up, we've got Terre de Hermes, and this is from the house of Hermes, and this is going to be the, the Eau Intense Vetiver. Vetiver as a note, this is a grassy note. You're going to see Haitian vetiver, all different types of vetiver, but it just smells like earth. And oftentimes it is paired with earth notes, and you're going to find that this is just a little bit, it's not dirty, but it is sour. It is something that if you like the original Terre de Hermes, this one is just going to smell a little bit darker, a little bit richer. Still, it's got the classic Terre de Hermes opening, the sour orange, the kind of almost the rotten orange, which is not as bad as it sounds. Again, if you're in, the house of Hermes, you're traveling through maybe an airport and you get your nose on this, definitely check it out. Now, the original vetiver by Guerlain. This one has been around for a long time. You're going to also see Intense. Intense is just actually stronger, as the name implies. But this one right here has other notes as well. But if you want to get your nose on a really classic vetiver, this would be the one. That being said, if you want something brand new, something that just came out, something that's very challenging and has those earthy notes, check out Bvlgari's Terra Essence. Now, the top notes here are citron, calamansi. The middle notes, vetiver, orris. At the base, we've got earthy notes and styrax. Now, straight up, I'm going to say this is a challenging fragrance. I've actually picked up and worn this multiple times in duty-free stores just because it's unique. It's something that no one else is going to be pulling off, but you've got to make sure to try this one before grabbing it. That being said, if you love it, if it works with your skin, you're going to have something that nobody else is wearing. Now, gents, if you haven't figured it out yet, I love fragrances. Seriously, I've collected hundreds of bottles over the last few years, and one thing I've noticed is how you can smell something and it evokes a memory, an emotion. It makes you feel a certain way. Literally, you can smell something and it can put you in the zone so that you feel more confident, you feel more competent, you are on your game. Now, wouldn't it be cool if somebody was actually making fragrances that helped you be able to leverage the science of scent? Well, guess what, guys? We did that over at Mission Fragrances, and if you want to learn more, this is my passion project that I want to share with you. Down in the description of today's video, I'm linking over to Mission Fragrances where you can just enter your email and we'll send you more about basically what we've created here. Honor, Courage, and Commitment, the world's first performance-enhancing cologne set that comes with a complete course. We teach you guys how to condition yourself to feel the way you want to feel when you wear a fragrance. And there's nothing else out there on the market like this. I'm really proud to bring this to you guys. And if you want to learn more, again, down in the description of today's video, I'm going to link over to Mission Fragrances where you can learn more about our performance-enhancing colognes. So go check it out, guys. Use that link down in the description. Now, jumping back to safe fragrances that are going to get you compliments the ladies are going to love, check out 2020's Le Male Le Parfum. Now, if you're familiar with any of Jean-Paul Gaultier's fragrances, you're going to know that they're sweet. You're going to know that these are definitely ones that have power. You put this thing on, it's going to last all day, and projection is beast mode. And that makes a lot of sense when you look at the notes. At the top, we've got cardamom. In the middle, we've got lavender and iris. And at the base, we've got vanilla, oriental notes, and woody notes. Now, if you're old enough to have owned the original formulation of Le Male back, I think it was 1994, then this one is probably going to remind you of that. That's what tons of people are saying out there. I never got the original formulation. I will say that this is stronger than the main one that's being sold to Le Male, and it's similar to Ultramalt, but I don't feel as candy sweet. It's actually just much more refined, and I really do like this one. And it must have been a trend, taking an older fragrance and putting it out, calling it an eau de parfum, which they did with Armani code right here. And it's very similar to the original that was put out, like 20 years ago. But this one right here, again, is a banger. It's solid. Now, I'm not going to say go out there and get the Jean Paul Gaultier and this one, because they're both very strong with vanilla, sweeter fragrances. But if you're in a store and you get your nose on this and you like it, definitely grab the EDP. It is really just a nice fragrance. And again, everyone's saying that it smells just like what the original did years ago before they reformulated it, made it weaker. This one is strong though. Top notes are lavender, lemon, bergamot. In the middle, we've got tonka bean. At the base, we've got vanilla, suede, musk, and cedar. Now, let me correct myself. It is not that similar to the Jean Paul Gaultier because, yes, with that citrus opening, with the tonka bean, but for me, the vanilla is strong on this. It's strong on the other. And I think for someone that's just getting started, you probably don't want to grab both of them unless you're a collector like myself. Next up on this list, we have Montblanc's 2020 release, Legend Eau de Parfum. Top notes are bergamot, violet leaf. In the middle, we've got wood, jasmine, and magnolia. At the base, oak moss and leather. Now, let me be clear. The fragrance I'm talking about is the Eau de Parfum, not the Eau de Toilette. The Eau de Toilette came out a decade ago. It's not as strong, but you can find it probably at half the price. So I don't know, maybe spray a bit more on. Both of these fragrances are awesome for the fall, incredibly versatile. And if you know your fragrances, you know that these are a clone of Abercrombie & Fitch's Fierce, which dominated the late 1990 malls and is a solid, just crowd-pleasing fragrance that just has DNA that works. Now, I did promise you guys some fragrances that are under the radar, a little bit older, so I am going to throw Platinum Egoist in there, and this one is just, yeah, if you can imagine, Lord of the Rings, Middle-earth, Legolas just traveling, when he's fighting, I don't know, it's just something, it's cold, yet it's masculine, it's classic, timeless. You could wear this thing, yeah, in Middle Earth, or you could wear this just simply down to the bar with your friends, and nobody is going to be pulling off this fragrance. And if you look around, it's relatively inexpensive at discounters. Today, though, I am wearing, can you guess it? Pegasus Exclusive by Parfums de Marly. Absolutely a beautiful fragrance. A little bit dirty with the oud in there. That being said, I like it even better than the original Pegasus. If you want a Parfum de Marly just to start off with, it is going to be a crowd pleaser. And again, has awesome projection, which you pretty much get from this entire house. Projection, longevity. Herod is a solid option. And you guys know, my favorite is Carlisle in that collection. You've also got right here, what is this? Yeah, the original Leighton, which is a solid entry. The apple at the top, beautiful. Guys, if you want to learn more about niche fragrances from YouTubers, did you ever see the video I did right here? I broke out almost 50 YouTuber fragrances. You want to go check out this video. I had a lot of fun putting it together, and these are going to be niche parfums, eau de toilettes. You guys have tripping over my tongue here. Go check out this video. It is awesome. And I think it's a solid video if you want to find the best YouTuber fragrance, which I know sounds like an oxymoron, right?